Hey, what's up guys? Formal Guy 1 here and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. Today we have the throwback race for our Ford EcoBoost series, the Sharpie 200 live at Watkins Glen. Should be a decent race as we have a pretty packed field tonight. Down East showed up late. Wasn't sure if Pudge was going to be racing or not, and we have so many people that are actually racing, so should be a really fun event to watch. Also, this is Buffalo's first point race ever with us. He's never raced in any series for an actual point race. And he qualified on the front row in that 45 car for Petty. A new addition for Petty, as they're going to have 3 cars in the field tonight. And on this first restart, it's going to be a form-up. It's not going to be a choose cone, so obviously odd positions line up in the right lane, even goes in the left. I just want to welcome y'all to tonight's event. Should be fun. Down East is like the hottest driver right now as far as winning and all that. Most wins on this current season for FES, and he is just tonight since Buffalo showed so much speed in practice and qualifying. But yeah, I'm extremely proud to have 8 cars here tonight for FES. That's really awesome. Coming around the final corner, they're going to come down to the start-finish line, and we are ready to get this race underway. 3 stages, full-length race, and here they come. Green flag is out. We are racing in the Sharpie 200. A lot of smoke, lots of bumps going down into the first turn. Low and hanging strong on the outside in that 43 car. Swan's trying to get under the 16. That won't work. Downey's got a great run out of 1. Buffalo's staying right up there with the leaders. Lone almost got into the left side grass. He's trying not to cause anything bad to happen in the back. Cars are staying pretty close together. We raced Oshkosh live last night, and if you missed that race, you can go to the live section of my YouTube channel and you can see how that race went. But yeah, everybody got spaced out pretty early, and they're still staying together. Coming around to complete this first lap. Down East has about a 3 or 4 car length gap over the 45. Also something to note, this is the 45 car's first race, obviously, and he is a rookie. So this is the first time that Frankie back there in the 9 car has competition for with another rookie. Coming out of that last corner, Down East will lead the first lap, which almost is, it's pretty much expected at this rate if he's racing, just saying. Buffalo got really loose on corner exit there for 1. Pudge is right behind him, drifting 2. Now Pudge started in dead last, and he's already up to 3rd place, so Pudge might be a driving force today. This is Drathic's first ever FES race. He raced with us last season in all 3 of our top series, but he's never raced a Mustang around before. And he is new to RFK racing, so RFK is very happy to have another car out there for numbers. Frankie either just got shunted or he missed the corner completely, and now he is off the track. Huds is out there too, and both of those drivers just got reset in the back. That will be a caution flag. Yellow flag is out already. And only the second green flag lap, we already have a yellow flag, so I hope that's not a sign of what's to come tonight. I do believe they will open pits this time if anybody wants to come. Might be a good time just to top off and maybe get some fresh rubbers if they need them. Okay, I'm a little shocked to see Down East stay out. I mean, it's hard to tell who's coming into the pits and who's not when you're looking behind you, but I cannot believe that the 16 car is the only one to not come down pit lane. Alright, and forgive me, I am currently working on something in the background, so just give me 1 second while these guys form back up. Coming down to the choose cone, Down East is going to dive right. Draythick dove left. I'm not sure who honked that horn. They need to stop honking the stupid horns. All right, an even split, 4v4. Now again, I was not paying too much attention to the actual pit stop, so I'm not sure who took fuel and who didn't. Well, actually, correction, I saw all of them fill up to 100. I meant to say who took tires. I didn't see who took those, but... Coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is back out. Another restart. Draythick trying to start strong on that outside line. Hudge is going to shoot to the bottom. Hudge under brakes. He's going to go to the lead for a second, but Down East is going to cross him right back over. Draythick to the outside. Oh boy, 2 wide. They're almost trying to go 3 wide through the S corners. I would not do that. Oh boy, I heard tires. I hear tires. They're still 2 wide, 2 rows back. They are 3 wide coming out of the S corners. Frank backed out of that. Pretty good decision by the 9 car, because holy crap. Buffalo got can't English tonight. Got shuffled back to 5th place. Draythick just went off into the grass. Pudge is going to take advantage of that and go around him for 3rd place. Oh boy, there are signs and cones and all kinds of bullcrap flying around back there. These drivers apparently do not care about track limits because there's a whole bunch of debris in the back. Pudge is currently staying in front of Pudge. These 2 guys used to be teammates in RFK Racing, and then in the middle of last season just had a falling out as they are 3 wide in the back again, involving Frank. Lone is just passing everybody. He must have a NOS tank in that car. Holy crap. Lone up to 4th out of the last corner down the front straightaway. Buffalo just watched his team owner fly by almost the whole pack. 2 wide again through the S corners. These people want to die. None of them want to live. They just want to die. Draythick trying to hold the left side. Now Frankie's going to make a 2 wide on the exit of the S's. I just noticed Swan is all the way back in 7th. This is a massive cluster of cars. It's just having a huge problem sorting itself out. Looks like everything is going to go single file, at least for now. Again, oh god, Draythick's way up the track. He's having a hard time getting that car to rotate. You see the cones and signs back there all just thrown around. Look at Swan back here. He qualified in 3rd. He was going to have a really good car tonight, but he is the only Stewart-Haas car in the field. And right now, being 7th place, that's a little Pudge is still trying to work on Hudge to try to get around him. Down East is in a different zip code, 2.8 seconds ahead of 2nd place. Again, we were not sure if Down East was going to be able to make it tonight, but he ended up showing up. Very glad to have him here. Hudge really loose from the S corners there. Oh, he's still loose. I think Pudge is really giving him a push. Pudge wants to go, and he wants to go now. That 2 car is getting held up, and he's not going to stay behind Hudge forever. Looking back here, we got 2 petty teammates battling for a spot. Buffalo's to the inside of the 43. Whoa, I think underbraked a little bit just to get the spot back. He's going to shoot it way off into the grass. Oh my gosh, tires are squealing up here. Hudge just got really loose. Hudge is going to drive away. Hudge is going to drive up into the wall, actually. And just like that, Pudge will lose the spot entirely and then get it right back. Just looking through the field here, these are the back couple of cars. Frankie's now back to last. Draythick moved his way back up to 6th place. There's a lot happening right now on this racetrack. Down East now has a 4.2 second gap. I'll take this time to mention, if you're a fan of Leonard Skinner, I recently found out that there's a way to view their concert that they taped on PBS last year, and I actually posted Sweet Home Alabama on my YouTube channel. You can just go to my videos section, and it should be the newest one there at the time of recording this video, so if you want to see some of some Skinner action, and also see Gary Rossington play in his last concert, go check that out. Very much recommend that. Petty guys are now all together running 3-4-5. Buffalo once again tried to go under Lone going into the bus stop. That is not a good choice to try to make a pass. Pudge is just doing Pudge things. I mean, this is not Tokyo. This is Watkins Glen, sir. He's fine. Oh my gosh, Pudge all over the place. These petty boys are going to catch him really fast. Lone's going to get to Pudge's bumper by the time we get to the next corner. Down East is now 7.4 seconds ahead because of that mistake. Buffalo, once again, I thought he had a look to the inside, not quite. Something to point out about Lone, this is the throwback race. As he's going to go for the pass on Pudge. That 43 car, Lone actually ran in Season 1 of the NFRL Cup Series. And now he's bringing it back 2 years later. Again, to my knowledge, I think we ran Season 1 back in 2021! Buffalo's in the wall, Lone's in the wall too. Buffalo and Hunter spinning. That is a multi-car crash. Yellow flag. Caution is out. Wow. Oh, they're still wrecking. Oh my god, Drayzik just came through there at full speed. And there was a car dead stopped on the wall. Pudge almost got doored entirely by a very fast 28 car. Holy crap. I'm watching from up here in the booth, and that looked like Pudge's life just flashed before his eyes. Holy crap. Oh. Okay, well, caution is out. Pit road will open this time. It looks like Pudge is okay. Those cars just got bunched up together through the S corners, and it just did not work. I'm glad everybody drove away from that without much of an issue. Swan is all of a sudden up to, it looks like, 3rd place. Frank is up to 4th. Dear God, dude, those petty guys must have just crashed and burned. The pit road open. It looks like Frankie is going to assume the lead as everybody else is going to pit. We saw this yesterday in the Oshkosh series where it seemed like Huds and Drayzik didn't really pit much. Like, if everybody else pitted, they stayed out. And now Frank's going to try that strategy so he can get at least 1 lap led. It literally means nothing in this series, but hey, you lead a lap, you get to say you led a lap. Well, it's Saturday, slowly approaching the holiday season. Hope y'all are having a good weekend. Also hope y'all are ready to see the IRL race tomorrow for NASCAR. I forget where they're racing. I think it might be Las Vegas, but that should be a good race. The first race to where a driver can lock themselves into the championship. This season I'm rooting for William Byron because I have always been a Jeff Gordon fan, and to see that 24 car up there again being competitive and being really fast again, it just brings back a lot of good memories. So if Byron can snatch himself a championship, I really hope he can do it. Sorry about that, I was not paying attention. They are green flag again, and they are 3 wide. Lone sends it off into the wall. I'm not sure if they're going to call a caution for that. Huds is up to the lead. Pudge is in 2nd. I am so sorry, I was not paying attention, dear God. Oh God, Huds is loose again through the S corners. Pudge is going to go for the lead. Down East is right behind Huds. He is now within striking range of getting the lead back, and if Down East gets to the lead, nobody's going to catch him. Just a huge pack of cars going through this, oh! Hud's got reset. Frank is in the grass. Frank's really loose. He's going to spin out and hit the wall hard. I'm not sure if there's any more traffic coming behind him. I think there might be. No caution is called. Lone is way up the track. Holy crap, there's just a ton of nonsense happening. Down East got by for the lead. Pudge is going to cross him over and try to take it back. He will get it back for now. Let's see what Pudge can do, man. He hasn't raced an FES since the Daytona opener race. Here comes Down East to the inside. Down East is not going to let Pudge go, that's for sure. Looks like Pudge might have underbraked a little bit to get the power down. Down East is going to go way to the inside. Down East, he's there. Down East is going to get the lead going into the S corners. Almost doored Pudge right there. Pudge is still to the inside. What is Down East going to do? Looks like there was 2 cars beating and banging in the back. That is Draythick and Buffalo. They are still door-to-door for the lead as Swan is now in striking range of getting into this action. Through the bus stop. It looked like both of them were going to miss that corner. Now Swan is going to try to get under Down East for the spot. Nope, Swan let off. I thought he was going to send it in there and try to get him a little loose. Speaking of a little loose, Pudge goes way to the outside. I thought he was going to crash. I'm not sure what the heck just happened to the 2 car, but he seems a little off right now. Pudge is going to hold the inside of this corner. If Down East can get the power down, he'll have the preferred line in this last corner. It looks like he does. Down East just goes right by around him. There's so much happening here that Draythick and Buffalo have caught the leaders. There are 5 cars in close proximity of the lead. Swan is to the inside of Pudge. Heading off into turn 1. Let's see if Draythick can try to get back around Buffalo. Pudge sent it all the way out to the wall. He's literally mere inches away from that wall. Swan thought about going to the inside. I think he let off just a little bit. Thought Down East was going to clip that wall. Pudge is loose. He's all over the place. Looks like an arrow was getting a little sideways back here. I thought it was this guy. I thought it was Frank. And then back up with the leaders. Down East once again proving that he is probably the best driver in FES right now. Even though he's back outside of the top 5 in points, he has the most playoff points. So all he really has to do is just be in the playoff bracket. And once the playoffs start, he's going to jump to the points lead. So this is the first time that we've really been able to see how fast Swan is in that 44 car, because again, he got shuffled to the back on that first restart, and then all of a sudden, like, he's just up here again. And again, Pudge did not qualify. He started from the rear, so genuinely did not know how fast his car could go. Swan all over the rear bumper of that 2 car. I think this is going to get a little dicey before this is over, obviously. And Buffalo is all over the bumper of the 44. The new guy, the rookie for Petty, is now up here trying to put his name into the ring. Swan dove right, Pudge blocked. Here comes the 45 on the outside. A lot of action going on around here. 2 wide through the bus stop. I think Buffalo was just a little bit conservative, trying not to wreck the 44. Buffalo dove it high. He's now going to try to wrap it low and see if he can get a better corner. Swan had great exit right there. And while all of this is happening, Down East is still only 7/10 ahead of the 2 car. So he's not racing out to a 4-second plus gap that he did last time. It's now down to 5/10, 4/10. Not sure what's wrong with that 16 car. He's really slow on the inside. What in the actual heck is going on? Down East just got wrecked into pit lane, I guess. I don't know what that was. Oh, Down East is low on fuel. Okay. Well, I know for a fact that just gave Pudge front end damage. And now Pudge is going to have to wait a second, because with this game's damage system, it takes it a little while, like about a lap or half a lap to repair. That's a rotten shame, because Pudge was right on Swan's bumper, and now Swan's running away with the lead. That's crazy, though, that Down East was low on gas. That means he must have not... he didn't take fuel in any of the pit cycles we had so far. Buffalo is right up on the 2 cars bumper. Now, nobody knows what Buffalo can do. With this being his first race, it's kind of a shock to see him in contention like this, but Buffalo's going to get around the 2 car on the outside of the carousel on exit. Okay. Say Petty GMS signed him mid-season. Wasn't sure if he was going to make a race, and now that he's shown up, he's the highest placing Petty driver right now. And here we go, white flag, 1 lap to go for this first stage. That's probably why Down East pitted. He probably knew he couldn't make it to the end. And actually, that is my bad. I was not even looking at the lap counter. My attention span tonight sucks, apparently. Coming through the S corners. Down East is in 8th place after having to pit. Swan is currently purple on that fastest lap of a 109.0. Again, Down East qualified on pole position with a 108.9, which was the fastest lap that we saw all day with practice and qualifying. Again, this is our throwback race for FES, classic NASCAR paint schemes, and Swan driving a Ricky Craven-style Tide car. I think that car looks really sick on the Mustang. He is purple by 1,000th of a second. Can Swan get the fastest lap of the stage? Final corners. I don't know what the heck just happened to Buffalo. Out of the final corner, Swan is going to do it after having a really poor start after the first restart. Oh my god, these cars are all over the place in the back. Swan is going to win the stage. He does purple the lap. Gets a 109.0. Buffalo takes home a very respectable second place in his first ever stage in the FES series. Gets a runner-up stage finish for Petty GMS. Very good finish for that team. Here's the rest of the finishing order here. The other Petty guys finished 6th and 7th. Frankie was able to stay in front of Down East. Down East was charging here late, but just that late pit stop, man. He couldn't make it to the end on fuel, and he had to basically just give it up. All right. That was a very, very fun stage to watch. Lots of different things happening, lots of pack racing. At Watkins Glen, there was lots of pack racing, so yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So there are your Stage 1 results. I'm going to check my storage, because I actually deleted some stuff last night, I do believe. Yes, I did, alright. Save that replay. Alright, we're going to take our first break, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back to start Stage 2. Alright, y'all, ready to start stage 2? Again, I apologize for the couple of times I was just completely oblivious to my surroundings in that first stage. We're all good here. Apparently, just down east in that Call Lake team, they did not have the fuel strategy mapped out correctly for that first stage, and again, he had a couple of times to pit there, and he did not pit the first time. Everybody else filled up on gas, and that little bit of extra gas in that first pit cycle must have really helped all these guys make it to the end of the stage. Because everybody's fuel mileage is pretty similar, but it all depends on how the teams map out their transmissions and their gearing and stuff, so there could be very similar fuel maps and also very different ones. These guys are going to do their first pace lap of the second stage. A little funny stat here, Swan, he's never won an FES race. I don't think he's ever won an Xfinity race in the M4, but he's also never won a race in the Mustangs. I mean, he's on point today. I mean, winning that stage and being able to drive away from Pudge and the other challenging guys, he might be in a position to finally get his first win. And also, he has never won any race in the NFRL with the number 44 car. He's won a championship and a few races with the number 5 car in Oshkosh, and his only Cup victory came during Identity Crisis when he was driving a different car number, the 96. So quite literally, I don't know what this curse is, but he needs to break that curse and finally get a 44 car to victory lane. Today might be the day. Coming down to the choose cone, Swan stays right, Buffalo goes left. And again, Buffalo did qualify better than Swan did in the starting grid, so let's see what these boys can do. Once again, even restart, 4x4. I don't think we've had a restart yet where somebody went to a different line and made it 5-3 or something. A lot of fans here in the grandstands at Watkins Glen, seeing these NFRL boys put on a driving show. Coming down to the start-finish line, another 15 laps to see what these boys can do, and I do believe the final stage is either 30 laps or 35, one of the two. Green flag is out. Pudge just tried to dive low and then actually dove into the wall. Pudge dives low to Pudge. Dear God, Pudge the 44, 3 wide. Swan just got shunted and punted out of the way through turn 1. Buffalo takes off with a huge lead. And yeah, that is caution. Caution flag is out. We saw something yesterday with Oshkosh where it seemed like HUDs did not have proper brakes. There was a lot of times it seemed like almost in consecutive laps in the same corners, HUD's brake pedal just did not work. And that is just another example, but this is a different series, so maybe Petty's just having trouble with the 66 car with their brakes. Well, the good thing is that caution came out in the first turn of the first lap of this stage, so, you know, it's not going to be too hard to just form up again and give it another try. How about this top 2, man? Buffalo in his first ever FES race, first ever point race in the NFRL, I should say, and Drathik, his first ever race in the Mustangs, and they are now running 1-2. So the new guys, Pudge is just losing complete control of his 2 car and sending cones into orbit. That is Pudge doing Pudge things as usual. They did not form up. Or I guess they did, or I don't know. They're staying in a single file line, so I'm guessing pit road's going to open this time. That looked like just... That first turn was a mess. Pudge tried to dive low. He dove it too much to the right and just bounced off the wall. So pit road is open. Oh. Buffalo just faked them all out. So Buffalo will retain the lead. You see Pudge, he's down to 92 fuel already in that 2 car. Pudge is going to take tires. In fact, Drathik, Pudge, and Down East will all take tires. Let's see who can win this race off of pit road, because I do believe the back 4 did not take tires. I could be wrong on that. So now looking back, Drathik actually is able to hold second place coming out of pit road. Lone is up to 3rd. Paulig, RFK, Haas. It's really unfortunate that HUD's brakes did not work properly, but Swan showed the speed. He literally went to the back in stage 1, and he was actually able to rebound over time and actually go all the way up to the lead. And he literally won the stage, so you never know, man. That 44 car, he just has to play his cards right, have some good opportunities to really take advantage of drivers making mistakes. And there is your choose cone. Draythick goes to the left lane. I'm not sure what lane Swan picked, all the way back there in the 44. So we have a Draythick and Buffalo front row. Then we have Lone and Down East in row 2. Down East is all the way up in row 2, so he's going to have a really good shot at trying to get to the lead here. And after that first stage, Down East is not playing any games. He went to down pit road for fuel. Coming down to the start-finish line, green flag is out. Huds dove to the right. He just hopped out of line, essentially. I don't know what that was about. Buffalo with a really good entry. Lone's trying to hold the momentum on the inside. Frank got really loose on the inside. Buffalo holds the lead. Lone to the inside of the 28 going into the S-corners. They're too wide between Down East and Frank. I don't like seeing these guys going too wide through the S-corners because usually a lot of trouble happens. Bring him back here. Pudge is to the right of Swan. Now Pudge is going to get in front of him. Now they're finally single file going through the whole field. Ooh, Pudge is all over Down East. Oh my God, Pudge got loose through the grass, losing a little bit of speed, drifting right in front of the 44 car. Swan under braked as it was, and then he had to deal with Pudge drifting right in front of him. Oh boy, oh boy. Down East to the outside of Frank, and right now Buffalo is leading, but his teammate in that 43 car is trying to catch up to him. Could have a battle for the lead going off in turn 1. Lone a little bit more to the outside. He's going to get a little bit loose on corner exit. Draythick almost got loose and got almost spun there coming out of the corner. Down East in 4th. Now he's going to go right by the 28 car. He's going to get a preferred line going into turn 1. Does he stay to the inside? Down East, or yeah, Draythick got into the gas really hard on the exit of that corner. Still too wide right there. Down East is going to keep it too wide through the S-corners. Almost shoved Draythick into the grass, and now he gets a little shot from the 9 car. Pudge just got spun by the 44. It looks like, oh, a huge shot from the 66 car. Caution flag is out. That is a multi-car crash. Well, at least it better be out. Yeah, caution's out. I always have to check the car in front just to make sure they're slowing down. I didn't see all of what happened, but it looked like Swan got to the inside on the 2 cars' quarter panel, and it looked like that's what turned Pudge around. Again, I cannot confirm that, and also we do not have any instant replays because this is a game, obviously, and I do apologize for that, but that was a lot of close quarter racing again, and I gotta admit, man, this Mustang makes for some really good racing, because stage 1 we had a lot of close quarter, almost pack racing with all these boys, and now pit road's gonna open this time. I'm just keeping the camera on the 2 and the 44 because, again, those guys have a bitter rivalry brewing right now. And holy, car staying out. Half of the field pitted, half did not. Buffalo stays out. Draythick stays out. Down East is going to stay out, even though he had fuel trouble last stage. And Huds will stay out as well. See who wins the race off of pit road. I can't tell through these cameras. Frank might have won it out, maybe? Looks like he did. Swan gets the worst of it, but I think he filled up his tank just to guarantee he can make it to the end of the stage. Now these guys are going to get back to the front. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I do genuinely believe my iPhone just went off because apparently I said something that sounded close to her name. She's just gonna turn Do Not Disturb on. Sorry about that if anybody heard that. Oopsie. So how about Buffalo, man? He is still leading. He had a big challenge from Lone there for a while, but he was still able to hold him off, keep the lead. Again, there's going to be 10 laps to go when we get to the start-finish line this time. Just past the choose cone, it looks like it's once again going to be a Buffalo and Draythick front row. Holy right side lane! For the first time, I do believe, for the whole day, this is the first time that it's not just four cars in each lane. Now it's 2 and 6. So Pudge just got a lifeline by being able to dive up there to the second row. Good God. All right, well, here they come down to the start-finish line. Can Buffalo get out to a good lead again? Green flag is out. Pudge with a nice shot to Drathik. Once again, that 66 car is diving to the inside. Looks like he braked this time, so that's good. Buffalo holds the lead. Down East gets up to second place around Drathik. Pudge is in fourth. He had a good restart from that second row. Just looking through the pack. Lone almost got spun by Frank. Frank almost just got walled by Lone. And Swan is in dead last, trying to hold position. He held the lane. He is going to get around Lone. That puts Lone back to last place. And now it is the top 2 cars that qualified. It is Down East and Buffalo running 1-2. Drathik went off into the grass. He almost took out a couple of cars there, re-entering the track. He does not. Going down the back straight. Buffalo, man. New guy for Petty GMS is leading this race. Now again, he has the winningest driver of the current season right behind him in second place. I'm hearing a lot of tires squealing. I don't know what's going on in the bag. Oh, geez. Someone got together. I don't know what the heck that was. Lone just got into Drathik. Frank got loose on corner exit. Swan is still buried back there in last place. He is stuck behind this crowd. We're keeping the cameras back here because, again, this is just a big log jam of cars. Swan's going to try to go to the inside and see if he can pass any of them. He does get around Drathik. Trying to get around Frank. He is going to hold the spot to the inside of the S-corners. He should get around them. Yep, Swan's clear. He gets up to 6th place. Lone has driven away from them. The front runners are now actually kind of single file. Buffalo with a really purple lap, but again, the best lap time. I don't really think they've had time to have a full speed lap. So, looking at the gap between Buffalo and Down East, the gap is actually not really moving much. I tell you, the guys over at Petty, they must really love what they're seeing out of this young driver. Got them rookie stripes on that car, brand new to the NFRL. He's never raced a point race with us, and up front leading right now for Petty GMS. Gets really loose on corner exit. That should help Down East catch up a little bit. It didn't really, actually. The gap almost maintained. Down East with a purple lap with a 109.2. So he was a 10th quicker than the 45 car that lap. Jeez, the 45 car looks like it might be falling off just a little bit because it looks really unstable. You see on the time gap there, Pudge is 1.8 seconds behind him Down East. That was the halfway point when they just crossed the start-finish line of the 16-lap total up there. Down East is purple again. Holy smokes. The only problem is if he catches the 45 quick enough, that 45 is going to be in the way and that purple is going to be nullified. Coming out of the carousel. Pretty similar lines. Just looking at all these cars coming through this corner here. Again, man, the racing's been pretty good. Have a fair attendance for tonight with 8 drivers, and they've been staying pretty close to one another all day, so that's really fun to watch. I'm hearing so many squealing tires. Pit crews must be going crazy today with how many tires they're going to have to change throughout this race. You see consistency as HUDs ran back-to-back 109.9s. That 66 car looks like he's starting to put together a pretty decent race. Swan will finally get around Lone to take over 5th place. Looking up at Pudge, he's in 3rd place currently, and Down East continues to drive away from him. The gap between Buffalo and Down East is still 7/10. They must be running about equal lap time. So the last lap for Buffalo was a 109.0, and then Down East ran a 109.8 or 108.9. So literally, Down East is about a 10th quicker as far as the stopwatch goes, but he has not been able to close up on that 45 car. I don't know if these boys need to pit again. I don't know what their strategies are right now, but Buffalo's in a spot right now where if this race finishes green, he might be able to take this stage. In his first ever race in the NFRL, he might be able to win a stage. That'd be insane. Out of the final corner, he was a 10th purple, and now he's driving away from Down East. 1.6 seconds. Lap time of a 1:08.922 that will purple the time for this stage. I don't know what Petty did to this car, but that driver's got a lot of talent right now. Holy crap. Watching the gap to Down East, it's at 1.6 seconds. 1.7, it's actually gaining still. Once again, man, Buffalo is a new rookie, never raced with us before in a points race. Down East is one of the longest serving driving veterans of this league. He's been here since season 1 of the Cup Series. He was here when the league was created. And yeah, right now, Buffalo is putting it to him, man. 1.9 seconds. And this is all just green flag racing, 1v1. And now this is something I do want to keep my eyes on now that I noticed that Swan is on Pudge's bumper. And once again, I mentioned, these two have a brewing rivalry right now, so we're going to see how this goes. If there was ever anything that's going to bring out a caution, it's going to be something that these two cause. Give you a little in-car action with the 44 car. I don't know what the heck just... Is caution out? Caution flag is out on the racetrack. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. So yeah, I went to in-car cam and I saw out of that last corner Pudge was just driving away while it looked like Swan was slowing down. Okay, well, that is a big monkey wrench into the ending of this stage, because now pit road's going to open this time. Oh, boy. Y'all watching this, y'all better buckle up, because I don't know what the heck's about to happen here. Again, it's only for the finish of stage 2, but the winner of that gets a stage point and also pockets 10 regular driver points. I really wonder who's going to come down pit lane for this. Just checking the R-Pass and the choose cone. Yep, they're staying single file, so yeah, pit road will in fact open. And again, Buffalo was driving away from Down East steadily every single lap. Down East was just getting really inconsistent. Pudge and so, oh God, oh dear God, something bad happened in the back. Pudge and Dratha got together. Pudge driving that classic Dale Earnhardt Jr. car with Coca-Cola as the main sponsor. Coming around the pit lane, does anybody stay out? Swan is going to stay out. There's a bold move from that Haas driver. And he is the only driver that'll do so. So, all right. Dramatic racing, dramatic moves. Here we go, folks. Well, he was not near the front anyway, so why not try to change up your strategy a little bit? When they go green, there will be 3 laps to go, so he thinks he can hold on to the lead for 3 laps with his current tire and fuel situation. Oh God, look at the driver list coming out of the pit road. Buffalo fell way back to 5th place. Down East is in 2nd, Pudge is in 3rd. I think this is going to get good, folks, because I'm really curious where Pudge is going to line up compared to Swan. Alright, these guys will be coming to the choose cone out of the carousel. Again, man, there's 8 cars here tonight. I'm pretty sure that all 8 of these guys are going to show up for the Cup race on Monday. And then on Monday, we're also going to have Fabi, Clone. There's at least 1 or 2 other guys I can't think of. But there's the choose cone. Swan and Pudge on the front row. Down East is going to start in the 2nd row right behind Swan. This is going to come down to who in the 2nd row gives a better push, because if Frankie can push Pudge enough, I think Pudge has a chance to ride the outside momentum and take the lead. But that's going to be a very aggressive move, and it's going to take a big push from that 9 car. And the other question is, does Down East even push, or does he just dive low and try to get to the lead? Coming down to the start-finish line, 3 laps to go for stage 2. Here we go, folks. Down East did not push. He's going low. Pudge did get the push. Pudge is going to go to the lead. 3 wide for 2nd place. Huge push from Buffalo to Swan. Swan's able to get back to second place because of that push. Holy crap. Again, the two guys with a very bitter rivalry running 1-2. And I do believe in the Daytona Opener race for this series, Pudge won at 1 or 2 stages. He might have won both of them. And then in that race, Swan ended up getting into Pudge, clipping his bumper, and took him out of contention for the win of that race. Everybody's staying pretty single file here. Down east is fast. Swan is fast. I think the question is, who catches who first? If Swan catches Pudge first, I think Swan can take the lead. Or slow Swan down enough to keep Pudge in the lead. Ooh, coming out of that second to last corner, Swan's going to go really slow. He's going to try to get a better apex and try to loop back around the 2-car. On corner exit, Down East is going to go with the 2-car, and there they go. Pudge is going to hold the lead with that push from the 16. 2 laps to go. White flag next time by. Down East is going to try to get under the 44 car. He is there. Big shunt from the 16. That slowed. Oh my God, that took all the 16 car speed. The 45 car out of nowhere is right there by the 44. This is exactly what Pudge wanted to see for the ending of this stage. Pudge right now is watching this mirror, hoping that Buffalo can get up to Swan and slow him down. It looks like he should, because Buffalo has the speed. Through the bus stop, very, very technical corner and a very specific way to take that. Swan is all of a sudden at Pudge's bumper, but Buffalo is at the 44's bumper. All 3 of these cars in position to take the lead. Pudge held him off. Buffalo right on the 44's bumper. Oh, Buffalo almost turned Swan. Holy crap, that was close. Oh, I thought Swan gave Pudge a bump. Looks like he didn't. Car in the back is really loose. I think that's Down East. Oh, Pudge got loose. He's going to go up and block. He's going to try to, and Pudge still holds the lead. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go for stage 2. Swan's going to try to get to the inside. Won't be able to get to it there. Oh, my God. Here comes Buffalo to the outside. They're 3 wide for the lead after taking the white flag. Here they come. Swan to the lead. No, it's Buffalo to the lead. And now all of a sudden, Lone is in the mix. 4 cars in the lead pack. Pudge almost turned Swan. Oh, God. Pudge up to second. Pudge takes over second. Lone takes over third. Now there are 5 cars in the lead pack. Pack racing at Watkins Glen in the NFRL. This is as good as it gets, folks. Oh, my gosh. Lone with an aggressive line through the grass. Lone is way out there through the grass. He's going to come back onto the track. Almost crashes somebody. Buffalo, the new guy for Petty, in position to win this stage, but he has a very challenging veteran behind him. 2 more corners. There were 5 cars bunched up in the S corners, somehow racing for the lead. Coming through the second to last corner, 1 final corner. I don't think Pudge is going to get there in this last corner. Down East got around Swan. Can he hold it? It looks like he will, but the new guy, the Petty GMS rookie Buffalo, is going to win stage 2 of the Sharpie 200. That was some racing, folks. That was some racing. Holy crap. This is a road course. Obviously, IRL NASCAR races here, but in league racing like this, literally, that was some of the best racing that I think I've ever seen. There are your results. Buffalo with the fastest lap of that stage. I'm not sure if it's the fastest lap overall, but a very good lap time. Wins the stage for Petty GMS. I could be very wrong on this, but I think that might be the first stage win of this season for Petty GMS. If so, that's still insane. The new guy, the rookie, first ever point race in the NFRL, and he gets a stage victory. That is just insanity. Dear Lord, that was amazing. Again, I hope y'all have been enjoying, because this is one of the best league races we've ever had in the NFRL. And we're in our 5th season. And I'm strongly saying this is one of the most fun races I've ever seen in this league. This is just flat out amazing. And again, if you're watching this live, whenever this race is over and we cut the stream, I hope y'all go back and watch the ending of that stage, because that was insanity. If I ever do a stream highlight video at the end of the season, I will definitely be putting that last lap in the compilation, because that was insane. Alright, so there are your race results. I do believe there's going to be a time change coming for the final stage, and Yeah, hope y'all are having fun. Hope y'all are enjoying your Saturday. It's a very good Saturday when the NFRL is racing. And we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes for the start of the final stage, which I cannot wait to see. Alright, y'all, this is it. Final stage, 30 laps to settle it, the winner of the Sharpie 200. Tell you, man, there was so much that happened in those last couple of laps. Really the last lap, though, because whenever there was 4 or 5 cars grouped up there trying to battle for the lead, that was some of the best racing I've ever seen. It was very fun to watch. Alright, again, just a huge congrats to Buffalo for winning that stage. And I did check the stat sheet for this season. That was the first stage win for Petty GMS of this season. So that driver comes in today and definitely pulls his load today for Petty. That new guy, rookie. I know Lone's happy. I know all of Petty GMS must be really happy. And there is an outside shot that whenever Van Gogh gets back, Petty could be the first team since I don't even know when to have a 4-car field on the track. Actually, I take that back. I think Haas did that almost all season last season, but yeah. They'd be the first team since Stuart Haas to have 4 cars on the track for one race. Coming down to the choose cone area, we're going to see what happens here. Pudge dives left. Lots of cars going in the right lane. It's going to be split 5-3. Cannot see who that is behind Pudge. Oh, it's Lone. Okay, so Pudge, Lone, and Drathik in the left lane, and then the rest of them in the right lane. Once again, if Pudge can get a good enough push on the outside, he may be able to go around and get the lead. He just has to really time his momentum out of the last corner, or the first corner on the outside. Here we go. Green flag. 30 laps to settle the Sharpie 200. 3 wide for the lead as Down East dove to the inside early. Swan dove to the inside of Lone. Lone almost got punted into Pudge. That would have been bad. Down East is trying to stay on the 45's bumper. Again, it was those two battling for most of the end of the last stage. Pudge into the wall. They were still 2 wide coming out of the S corners. Drathik is going to get around the 43. Buffalo with the lead. Down East knocking on his door. Pudge hoping to get up there and challenge. Down East with a little bit better of a line as Buffalo got really loose on exit. Pudge is getting loose everywhere. Pudge is really losing that 2 car. These top 4 cars are still very close together. You saw that row of wind stickers on that 16 car. Holy smokes. Swan tried to get to the inside of the 2 going into the next corner. That will not work. Whoa, Buffalo sent it way out there. Now Pudge is all over Down East bumper. Down East goes to the outside of the 45. It does not work. Pudge dives to the inside. Won't get there. Holy crap. Down East is all over the place. He's trying to get around the 45. He's going to dive low, and he will get the spot. He is not clear, though. Look in the back. Lone tried to look to the inside of the 28. Wow, Drathik's going to power by Swan, and so will Lone. What the heck just happened to the 44 car? Wow. So Down East will take over the lead. Pudge will take over Drift Champion. Drathik is trying to hold off Lone, but again, those guys, well, actually, no, they are not teammates anymore. They used to be, but they will try to work together if they can, because I know there's a great amount of respect between those two. Buffalo is not going to go anywhere, and Pudge is hoping Buffalo can get up there, because if Buffalo can slow Down East down, that's going to pull Pudge right up there to battle for the lead. Again, we saw what happens when Buffalo gets to the lead. He was able to drive away from Down East. Now let's see if Down East can drive away from Buffalo. That clean air, man, it really helps your car because you don't have to worry about draft or any of that dirty air coming from the leader. Buffalo is still within striking distance. The gap is actually, oh god, nope, he got in the wall. Gap's going up a lot. Down East is getting a big run down this straightaway. As you look back here, Swan is looking to the inside of the 43. He's going to try to get around him. Nope, Lone under brakes a little bit. He's going to keep the spot. Swan's going to try to cross him over to the inside. Won't be able to get there this time. And that 40, whoa, yeah, that 43 car we have not seen since season 1 of the Cup Series. Pudge is spinning out, he's spinning around. Wow, those 3 cars almost hit him. Holy crap, yeah, Pudge just sits there. He's not going to try to get up and going yet. Oh my gosh. Train just choo-chooed right by him. Yeah, caution flag is out. Whew. Well, pit road will open this time. And I do anticipate everybody coming down here because I don't care how good your fuel strategy is, there's 30 laps in this stage. Coming around the final corner, let's see what all these drivers do. And also, I want to pay attention to the fuel mileage and the fuel remaining in all these guys' tanks. 71, 69, 78. Wow, Swan has the most fuel yet again. He had the most in Oshkosh as well. Down East has 5 win stickers on that car. Down East is just having a career season in FES. HUD stayed out. Breaking news. Down East should be able to win this race off of pit road and still take second place, but now he has to decide, does he want to start behind the 66 in the right lane, or does he want to start leading the second lane? Then I think also, HUD's has terrible brakes, so I mean, if you start in the left lane, everybody else should brake properly, while HUD's is going to underbrake, shoot it up the middle, and you can just cross him over. So again, there are definitely some options here. Again, hope you all have been enjoying the stream, and again, we are going to be live streaming on Monday for the Cup Series. That will be our throwback race for that series with at least 10 drivers showing up, could be 11 or 12. I mean, it should be a very packed house for this racetrack. And again, the Cup Series is going to have 700 horsepower for their engine package, so that should be fun. Coming down to the choose cone, HUD's does go right, and Down East will in fact go left. So he's either going to try to power by on the outside, or he's going to hope that HUD's brakes do not work as usual. Which again, either way, it should work out. And you look in that second row, Buffalo is right behind Down East, and that is Down East's biggest competition today. Curious how big of a push he's going to give Down East, or if he might try to make it 3 wide and develop a third lane. And here we go, coming down to the start-finish line. We are green flag once again. Let's see what these boys can do. HUD's wiggled a little bit. Looks like his car did not get going full-fledged. Down East got actually a great push from the 45. He's just going to take the lead with ease. They go all the way out to the wall. Buffalo's trying to get second place over HUD's. That should happen pretty easily. HUD's almost got clipped by the 28. HUD's flies over into the wall. Hopefully he stays on the wall. Yep, he just lets everybody go by. That 66 car, man, it is not working out very good today. Once again, Buffalo and Down East running 1-2. Pudge is back in 5th place after being involved in that crash brought the yellow out. Dear God, tires squealing. Holy crap, Pudge is just mowing the grass. Pudge is just drifting the track. Pudge is just doing Pudge things. Holy Pudge. Oh, and he just spun out. One of those cars just hopped over one of the signs. That was, I almost said Marcus Ambrose. That was Frankie. That should not bring out a caution. I'm trying to watch the leaders here to see if they start slowing down. It looks like it doesn't. It looks like they're staying green. And correction, it is a caution. Looks like it was a little bit of a late call, but I don't know what Pudge was doing. He just kept drifting, and then just spun that sucker around. I don't know, Pudge is one of those drivers where if he spins out, everybody almost kind of acts surprised because he is so good at what he does with driving that car. He can basically, he can save almost anything, so... Well, they just had a pit cycle a lap or 2 ago, so it's going to be... I'm curious to see if they open pits this time. So once again, it's crazy to me that This is Drathic's first ever race in the Mustangs. This is Buffalo's first ever point race. And again, Drathic's been doing pretty good. He's been battling his teammates all over the track today. Buffalo literally won a stage and drove away from Down East, the winningest driver on the current season. I mean, this has turned out to be a fantastic race to watch. And they will do a choose cone. Alrighty, so no pit cycle. They will just go green. Pudge is going to the back of the longest line. That's funny. I would have assumed he would go to the left lane just to move up a row. Alright, we got Buffalo and Down East on the front row. Let's see which one can have a better start. The only problem is Buffalo has a teammate behind him. And Down East has no teammates. He is by himself for Colleague Racing. Coming down to the start-finish line. Here we go. Green flag back out again. Buffalo got a shunt and a half from that 43 car. Down East under brakes. Oh god, here comes Drathic to the inside. Look at Drathic powering by on the inside. Where did that 28 car come from? There he goes to the lead in that 28 car for Petty. Down East had to look to the inside. Looks like he let off just a little bit there. Still too wide, 2 cars back. Lone's going to the inside of the 66. How about Drathic in this 28 car though? Welcome back. Buffalo got shifted back to 4th place. Again, Drathic has not been able to win an NFRL race since the, what we like to call the Boston Tea Party race in Season 2 of the Cup Series, but right now, I tell you what, man, Petty GMS, they brought their A game today. Because even though Drathic's on RFK, it feels like he's on Petty. Because Drathic's been with Petty for at least a season now, but yeah. Buffalo won Stage 1, and now Drathic's leading this race for RFK. I mean, some of the lower-ranked teams are really doing well today. And I say lower-ranked in the point standings. Coming off into turn 1, it looks like Down East is going to take the lead back. I don't think Drathic's going to be able to cross him over. He's going to try it, though. Drathic is still there. He is going to try it. Nope, he let off. Alright, so Down East will take it back. Now we can see what Drathic can do when he's right behind Down East. Frankie in the mix for the first time all day. He's just been stuck in the back. Ooh, Frank hard on the brakes. Frank all the way up to the 28's bumper. Gives him a little bit of a shot. Give a little inside car action with Buffalo in the 45. How hard he was on the brakes, just not to creep up to the 9 and potentially bump him out of the way. See how easy he's going on the throttle just so he doesn't rear end the 28 car. Oh, he might clip his bumper if he's not careful. He doesn't though. Buffalo going for 2nd place. Here he comes. Big race to the line. Frank held 2nd for that lap, but Buffalo's there to take it. And don't look now, but all of a sudden the winner of Stage 1, Swan, is in the mix all of a sudden in that 44 car. Ooh, they're still 2 wide right here. Trust me, if Swan could, I think he would make it 3 wide. If he found an opening, I think he would go for it. Down East continues to drive away in the lead, but Buffalo is actually carving that gap down a little bit. Oh, Frank underbraked, give Drathic the shot of a lifetime. Swan tried to dive under the 9, it didn't work, and now Pudge is to Swan's rear bumper. Frank left the door open. Swan's going to jump right through it. Pudge is going to try to go right with him. Nope, Frank closed it back again. We're going to keep the cameras back here on these fellas, because if I see the gap to the leader change, I'll put the cameras up there. Pudge goes to the inside of the 44, trying to make a move. Pudge got around him in that corner. I'm shocked he was able to hold it. I thought there was going to be a crossover in the next corner. Wow, man, this racing today is just insane. Pudge is all over Frank's bumper, and now Drathic is his teammate, so that is just an RFK cluster right there. So we have 2 single car teams in the race today. Stuart Haas is single car for today, and Colleague is also a single car. And then we actually have 3 RFK and 3 Petty. Holy lag, holy lag. I don't know what the heck just happened to Buffalo. I know y'all just saw that. His car just shimmied and just focused out there for a second. Looking up at the leader, he's fine. I wasn't sure how close Buffalo was to the leader when that happened. Dear God. Frankie up to second, Pudge third, Draythick fourth. RFK Racing is all of a sudden running second, third, fourth. I don't know what that move was by Swan right there. He dove like he had the position on Draythick, and all of a sudden he just didn't. Once again, hearing a bunch of tires squealing. We are very fast approaching the halfway point for this final stage. And obviously, don't forget, the winner of this will be declared the race winner. Will pocket 40 driver points, 5 playoff points. 5 playoff points definitely help you with the playoffs. Down East is just looking to make a huge statement because right now he is literally outside of the top 5 in points, and yet he has the most playoff points by a crap ton. Looking at the standings. Holy... Yeah, put the camera back up to these RFK boys, and they're all just zooming by. Yeah, so, you know, Swan is points leader. He has 3 playoff points. Frank is in second place. He has 5. Down East is in 5th place in points, and he has 27 playoff points. So that literally means whenever the playoffs start, if they were to start right now, Swan has already earned a point, and Down East could earn 5 more if these positions were locked. So 32 and 4. Yeah, Down East would have a 28-point lead on Swan. That would just be insanity. Looking up here, Pudge was looking to the inside of the 9, could not get that run to happen. Swan is finally going to get under the 28. He could not find a good time to do it, but now he will. Draythick, man, he's acting like he's going to try to cross him back over. It looks like he will try to the outside of the S corners. Oh my gosh, and here comes Buffalo. He's going to thread the needle and pass both of them. Holy crap. I am not sure what that was about. That just took all of Swan's momentum. Every time I hear squealing tires, I have to just go back and look and see if everybody's fine. Pudge did get around Frankie for second. I'll tell you, man, Down East is putting on a heck of a show. Buffalo shocked everybody by winning stage 2. Right now, these guys are actually really spread out. Huds is just now going through the bus stop back there. Whereas Swan, man, he is just stuck behind Draythick. Swan to the inside. He is there. Is he going to push the issue? Looks like he will. We're going to go hood cam on this 44 car. Actually, we'll go on Draythick's car. I might be able to see a little more. See, Swan is just able to get the run on the inside, but Draythick still has a run. Whoa! Hold it, Draythick. Hold it, buddy. You got this. Draythick has the run. Holy crap, Draythick has the run. He tried to go to the inside. Swan shut that door. Swan is blocking Draythick all over the place. Looks like Draythick might have braked a little bit early there just to avoid any problems. Go back to the trackside cameras here. As you see on the left side, Huds has officially come down pit road to get some fuel and tires. Fastest lap right now, shockingly, does belong to Swan. I believe Swan, Down East, and Buffalo, they are the only drivers to touch a 108 in their lap times. Alright, so we did not do this yesterday, and I like trying to do it at least once every race, but for at least a lap or two, why don't we do a NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, crank it up, and let's let those engines scream for you. have a bunch of different things happening with this green flag pit cycle. I was actually a little bit shocked because I thought Swan was going to follow the 2 leaders into pit lane, but that clearly did not happen, as both of them are going to fill all the way up to full gas. Draythick and Swan have not pitted yet. I do believe everybody else has. I think Hud's might be a lap down, actually, so the leader is... Yeah, Hud's right now is actually a lap down. That's insane. I mean, I know the 2 leaders have not pitted yet, but still. Hud's had a problem in the S corners off of that one restart, and he just was not able to get remotely close back to the leaders in the pack. So let's see if Swan comes down pit lane this time. I'm not sure if he's going to, because I'm really not sure what his strategy is like at the moment. And my question is, Pudge pitted like a lap or 2 ago, and that was at about halfway, but there had been a couple of cautions already through the race. Swan is still not pitting. Holy crap. Draythick will be coming down to pit lane, though, so now Swan is the only driver who has not pitted. I'm assuming that down east got tires, and I'm assuming probably everybody else did as well, but if that's the case, Swan right now is driving on older tires, and down east is going to be just knocking tenths every single lap off of that leader time. I mean, the only way this is going to work for Swan is if he can actually make it to the end on one more stop. Actually, no, correction. Swan might be trying to make it all the way to the end of the race off of that last, or off of this next stop he's taking. Because drivers like Down East, Pudge, Frank, Buffalo, I'm almost positive that they're going to have to chin. I feel like Swan's probably going to pit this time, and that's a shame because he does have the fastest lap at the moment. He could purple it again. Yep, and here comes Swan. Let's see how much gas he has. Wow, he's at 1. Dear Lord. You'll see here he is going to take tires. He's going to fill that sucker up to full gas. Now Down East is the second car behind him on the track there. Obviously Down East is going to assume the lead here. And we got to see how much further back Swan is from him. This field is really spread out right now. As much as we had pack racing and groups of cars in the first stage, I'm actually really shocked how spread out all of this is. And again, there are settings in this game where I could show the bottom of the screen. It would show like fuel and tires and all that remaining in each of these cars, but that would give away team information, so obviously I'm not going to show that. I don't know, man. Swan's going to have to go... What would that be? 10, like 12, 13 laps on the tank. He might be able to. I definitely do not think Down East can go about 14 on the tank. I definitely do not think Pudge and Frank can do about 15 or 16. So yeah, this is going to be... It's going to be a close race. Y'all need to take your bets now. Who could win this race if it stays green? If I had to put my money on somebody just because of the strategy, I would go with Swan. But these leaders, they're so far ahead of them, they could actually afford to save some gas and just let Swan get up closer to him. Oh man, things have really calmed down up here in the booth. So Huds is about to enter lap 19 as the leader is on 20, so Huds is still lapped. Looks like he's about to get lapped by a couple of the back cars too. Again, man, that 66 car had brake problems again today. I don't know what's happening, but like every single series, as he's going to let some of the lead pack cars go by. I just don't know what's up with that Petty team. I don't know why they can't fix their brake problems. I hope they do, though. Again, I wish them luck, and I hope that they're able to figure it out and get Huds back in contention. So Down East, leading by 6.4 seconds over Buffalo now, because Buffalo has chased down Pudge and gone right by him. So it's just crazy to me that in this race, Colleague Racing has won the most races this season, but all of a sudden, Colleague's biggest competitor is a brand new driver at Petty GMS. That is just an insane story when you look at it. Oh, excuse me. It looks like when they cross the start-finish line this time, next time by, it'll be 10 laps to go. I'm really curious how this fuel strategy is going to work. I do not know why Down East just... You probably saw that in the type screen, the text chat. He literally just paused and texted something while he's racing, and now all of a sudden the gap to Buffalo is 3.7 seconds. I don't know why he just... Okay, then. Again, all these guys are in a chat. They can hear each other talking, but Down East is... he's in a spot where he does not have his mic tonight. I would never pause during a race and type something. Here we go, 10 laps to go. Pudge has caught all the way up to Buffalo. He might crash Buffalo because Buffalo is wicked loose on the exit of that corner. Looks like Pudge is going to get back around him. So basically, everybody except Swan is hoping that there's a caution. But Swan is hoping that this goes green. Because if this goes green, I really do think Swan can win this race. It would be an incredible way to break the curse of the 44. It would be an awesome way to get his first ever FES Series win. Once again, y'all, hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. It's certainly been fun around here with all this racing. Dear God, Pudge. Sounds like more tires squealing up at the lead, I thought. Looks like everybody's fine. Dear God, these cars are so loose right now. So from what I've heard from drivers, because obviously I'm not racing in the top 3 series this season, but out of all the cars that we drive for our point series, this car feels the most like a real-life NASCAR, because it kind of drives like a stock car. It gets loose, it gets real, just fidgety if you don't know exactly what you're doing. And yeah, I mean, the racing has reflected that. The racing has been really good. It looks like some old-school NASCAR. Now, this series is not built to be old school, but we used to use a different car for this series. We said this Mustang looked pretty legit, so we switched to it. We renamed the series FES instead of Xfinity. I do not know what the heck is going on with Down East right now, but the gap is now 3.2 seconds because Pudge is actually reeling him in. Which, again, is not impossible, but again, Down East has been on such a tear this final stage and this whole race. I assume that Down East would just run away with it. If you look at their lap times, the last 2 laps, Down East ran a 1:11.6 and a 1:10.2. Pudge ran a 1:09.3, 1:09.4. So yeah, Pudge is definitely, right now at least, running faster laps, but that is also when Down East paused to type a couple of things. Now down to 3 seconds, 2.9. Now the only problem is fuel mileage. I'm not sure. I'm pretty positive Pudge can't make it. Down East might be able to make it if he short shifts and really drops the clutch in these corners and just, you know, lets the car coast. That's about the only way you're going to be able to get more gas into this car. Through the bus stop, that gap is still 2.9 seconds, and now that Buffalo fell off of Pudge, Buffalo is way behind Pudge. I mean, the fuel saving might have started already. I mean, Hudge is, yikes, Pudge, yikes, yikes. He's fine. Gets back onto the track. That's going to lose a lot of his momentum that he had. Shucks, man. Now it's up to 4 seconds between him and Down East. Buffalo has gained at least 1.2 seconds. Yeah, I definitely think some of these guys have started to fuel save. Gee whiz, Pudge. Pudge is just not caring at the moment. He is just sending him with that car. Buffalo is now 8-10, 7-10, 6. I mean, Buffalo is probably going to catch up to Pudge and pass him. I mean, Pudge is just being so careless right now. He's probably just giving this away. Now, Frank pitted when Pudge did last time, and Frank is pitting with 18% gas in his tank. And there are still, I think, 7 laps to go. So, yeah, I think Pudge probably knows he has to pit again, and there's no way to save enough gas to make it to the end. And I don't know about that. That looked a little sketchy from Pudge's point of view. Caution flag is out. Well, I said that it looked like Swan had perfect fuel strategy to win this race, and now all of a sudden, with that caution, it looks like things are really going to get hairy towards the end of this. Well, it looks like they just tried to red flag it before the pit road to go down pit road, but that didn't work. So if cars pass the entry to pit road, they can't just like turn around and go back and then go back down pit road because the game won't let them. So yeah, they're just gonna have to go around again. That's unfortunate. So we have a very, very strict rule in this league about cautions, because obviously the rule is if a car spins around 180 or if multiple cars get involved, a caution comes out. So obviously a caution stacks up the field and brings everybody back together. That caution there where Pudge got loose, I mean, for the last lap and a half, he was just sending it full gas, full throttle, just drifting around. And again, he knows how to keep his car straight. He can hold perfect lines, but that looked like he just tried to send it too hard and basically tried to either spin out or get a little loose around somebody and have someone else punt him. I just did not like the look of that. But again, there is a time and a place to look at stuff like that as far as the league goes, so I will not do it here on the live replay. And sorry, this is not a replay, this is actually happening live. So pit road will open this time. Let's see what everybody does here. I'm really curious, does Swan make the bold move to stay out? No, he does not, but Huds does. Huds will stay out in that 66 car. And oh wait, yeah, Huds is the whatchamacallit. Huds is the lap down car, so that actually makes sense why he stayed out. He's probably going to try to get at least one lap back. Alright, well, Frank did stay out. He is on the lead lap, so this is the choose cone. Frank's going right, down east goes right. Dear God, so many cars went right. Alright, y'all. We're coming down to 4 laps to go. That late caution just threw a monkey wrench into everybody's plans, especially the back guys who had different fuel strategies. And here they come down the front straightaway. Green flag will come out. We have 4 laps to settle. The Sharpie 200. Frankie up front. RFK is on the front row. Frankie trying to hold the inside. Down East is to the inside as well, trying to get around some of those other guys. Buffalo is now in front of Down East. Oh, Buffalo's loose on the outside through the S corners. Frankie is still leading. I thought I heard somebody getting loose. Yep, there's another car getting loose in the back. It is Buffalo. He is spun all the way around. Watching the leader now to see if he starts slowing down. Go in-car camera to see if he does. Oh geez, going way off the track here with Frank. Holy crap! Holy crap! Going back to the spectator camera. All right, so it looks like official word is they're staying green. Frank all of a sudden has a really decent lead, but Swan and Down East are both the cars that are trying to chase them down. Draythick could win, however, it's going to be really challenging to try to catch up to Frank. Holy crap, this cluster of cars is so close together. And again, another huge pack of cars during the green flag. It sounded like Frank might have slapped the wall. Down East just slapped the wall. He's going to go into the inside wall. Now waiting to see if that's a caution. Again, I cannot hear any of the... Okay, yep, there it is. Yellow flag. Down East calls yellow. 30, 31. Oh boy. They can officially go green this time. In fact, can I type while I'm in here? Probably not. Yes, I can. Alright, I'm going to tell them that they can go green this time. So yeah, we have to have 2 laps to go that are green flag. Oh boy, so this will be just a regular attempt at the restart. It will not be a green-white. Yeah, this is going to get good, folks, because RFK will more than likely take up the entire front row. The fastest car within striking distance of the win is Swan. Down East and Buffalo both got spun around there. Last lap. And okay, that's interesting. How in the heck did that work? Somehow RFK is lined up bumper to bumper, 3 cars or 3 rows back in the right lane, and they're going to have Down East at the back of that line. Swan leads the outside line, but now RFK is in a prime spot here to see if they can get one of their RFK machines to a race win here today. Frankie going for his 2nd win this season. Draythick and Pudge both going for their 1st. And Swan's trying to get his 1st win as well on that outside line. Here they come down to the start-finish line. 2 laps to settle it. If a caution comes out before the white, we will go to a green-white checkered. Pudge had a terrible restart there in the back. Frankie had a really good restart. Swan did clear Draythick. Oh god, car in the wall in the back. Not sure who that was. And now Swan is right behind Frankie. We had a couple of 2-wide situations. It looks like it all worked out. I do think Swan is way faster than Frankie, but this is going to get good. Frankie sent it in there. He really sent it in there. He's going to have really bad corner exit. Swan's able to hold the line down. Oh, coming out of the carousel. The gap to Swan is actually basically maintained. It's gaining a little bit. If they get back to this white flag, we have a race. Frank is actually in position to win this race today, folks. That 9 car has been off pace most of the day, and right now he's in a really good spot. Final turn coming to the white, just seeing if any car gets around. Hopefully they don't. And here we go, coming down to the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Through turn 1, everything looks good for Frank. Swan got a little bit loose on exit. The gap is now 6/10, 5/10. Swan looks like he's actually chasing him down. Now the gap's raising a little bit. I think Swan made a little bit of a mistake in the first section of that S corner. 5/10, 6/10. Frank is actually driving away with it. Man, this is crazy. It's going to get good here. Frank needs flawless corners. Don't make any mistakes, and Frank can bring home a 2nd win of the season. If y'all remember, this car that Frank's driving, it is Marcos Ambrose's car that raced Brad Keselowski in 2012. Ambrose and Keselowski banged each other up, but Ambrose was able to hold him off. And in this very moment, Frankie is Ambrose and Swan is Keselowski, basically. Let's see if Frankie can hold him off. Final corners. Frankie went way to the outside. He gets a little bit loose. Still getting loose on this corner exit. Can he get around it? Not into the wall, and it looks like he's going to do it. Frankie and that Ambrose throwback is going to win at Watkins Glen. Frankie wins the Sharpie 200. I can't believe Frankie just went toe-to-toe with Swan and took the checkered flag for this race. Oh my gosh, Frankie just earned his second win on the season. He is currently second place in points. That's going to be 5 more playoff points pocketed to his point total. Holy crap, how about that? A guy who was really not near the front almost at all during the day, and then he comes out late with a really good restart with his RFK teammates, and he's able to pull one off. There are your results for the Sharpie 200 final stage. Wow. And look at all the different teams we have in contention. RFK Haas, RFK, Petty, Colleague. Oh. Boy, that was an insane race. And again, I recommend to everybody, if y'all watch this race on demand after it happened, please go back and watch Stage 2. Watch the whole race, obviously, but most definitely watch Stage 2 and the ending of Stage 2, because that was insane. But alright, we are going to let these boys get set up to do the burnout. And again, I can just tell you for a fact, I know Frankie is on top of the world right now yet again. That brother has put a lot of time and effort into this, and him getting another win in the FES series, I mean, he's just doing it all, man. Just how about today's race for the stage winners? Swan pulled out some, what I would call, BS fuel strategy at the end because Down East had to pit late, win stage 1. Stage 2, the new guy at Petty, Buffalo, his first ever race, he comes in and wins a stage. And then Frankie, after spending 90% of the race outside of the top 5, I would say, comes back with his RFK teammates right behind him, and he's able to get propelled to the lead, hold the lead, and then win the race. I gotta say, I am very, very proud of that feller, and I know that his entire organization is going to be very happy with him as well. Once again, man, Swan came up 1 position short of winning a race in the 44 car. It is a shame, but hey, I think he's going to get that win one day. There's no way he won't, but, you know, it's just, he's working hard for it. Just didn't come today, but Frankie in that 9 car, man, he showed some tremendous speed. When he came out of turn 1 on that restart and I saw Swan was the first car behind him, I was pretty positive Swan was going to catch up to him with ease and pass him with ease. But no, all of a sudden he reeled that car in, drove away, and yeah, Swan was not able to close the gap, and then Swan was getting trouble from Drathik behind him. RFK put together a really good ending stage there to help their teammate get the win. Alright, we're going to let everybody get up there, give this man a bump. Second win, another win sticker added to the rail of that car. RFK has now gained 2 wins this season for having Frank on that team. That is insane, dude. This is Down East probably worst, wow, I, again, can't do the English, worst race of the season. Because even at the Daytona opener, Down East was still fast with that colleague equipment. Oh, it's just insane, dude. I'm waiting for Pudge to get to him because that's going to be probably the biggest bump that Frank has ever received. Frankie, brother, this is Formal Guy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I see you there riding with your RFK brothers. I gotta say, uh, much like all the great racing we had tonight, the ending of that race was something I never would have guessed or expected, but you came into the FES series for RFK. You're the only rookie driving right now outside of Buffalo racing his first race today, but you're one of the faster guys at RFK. You have up and down racing days every single week. You're always in contention, but when I saw you take the lead on that last restart and had Swan directly behind you, I'll be honest, I had prejudice and I was making a biased opinion. I thought Swan was going to catch you easily and go right by you as if you didn't exist. And instead, in a 1v1 situation, basically, you outdrove him and you made that gap to him get bigger and bigger all the way to the checkered. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty damn good, to be honest.
So, as far as stats go, your second win of the FES season, clearly a strong contender for Rookie of the Year, even if you had somebody contending against you for that. And now you get RFK. Whenever Pudge drafted you in our little NFRL draft before the season started, were you expecting to have this much success under him?
I'm not gonna be, or not gonna lie, I really did not. But I definitely felt as though I was capable of doing something like this, and I'm glad that I was able to.
Well, man, we're only a few weeks away from the playoffs, and obviously you're second place in points right now. You're going to jump by getting 5 playoff points into your total. That is now 10 total. And also, I must congratulate you because I do believe you are the first ever opposite plasma person where you've only won races and you've never won stages. But you know what? I think you would have it that way if you had the choice.
Yes, I very much would so.
Well, man, a huge congrats. I don't know what RFK's budget is like, so I would think twice about burning that engine up all the way. But huge congratulations, and also just wish you the best of luck for the rest of the regular season.
Yep, thanks, man.
Well, y'all, that car might look familiar to you because, again, I mentioned it earlier that is Marcos Ambrose's car that he literally drove in 2012 to beat Keselowski at this very track. And now all of a sudden that very car is going back to victory lane. Just an insane breaking story, and the fact that Buffalo and Down East both got shuffled out at the end. They were arguably the 2 fastest cars of the day. Swan was quick too, but then all of a sudden Swan just could not catch up to that 9 car. This racing is insane. This is exactly what NASCAR is about. The FES series seems to be the most similar to IRL NASCAR that we have. I love it. I love watching it, love commentating it. So thanks to everybody who comes out and watches our streams. And again, we'll be streaming Monday for the Cup throwback at this very racetrack too. Should have 10 to 12 people show up, if everybody does show up that said they will. And again, that's going to be a 700 horsepower package in the Cup cars. That's going to be insanely lethal. And again, I want to shout out our league sponsors. I don't think I did that tonight, which I apologize for. So shout out to Pudge and Lone. They both take money out of their own pockets to give us something to race for in the prize pool. Very much appreciate them. Shout out to Wheel, spelled with a Z. He's a Madden YouTuber. If you're looking to go to a sporting event, use SeatGeek and use code WHEEL, spelled with a Z, and you'll get $20 off your order. And shout out to Fabianski for all he does for the Cup Series. He literally made our Cup Series what it is today, so huge shout out to everything he does for us. And again, this is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and we will see you next time.